Yet I found myself in corporate America and in very many areas and aspects of my life just going along with the crowd and with the situation that I found myself in. And sometimes that was awesome and right for me, and other times it didn't feel right. And when it didn't feel right, I'd get this internal conflict and I would struggle. And I think probably everyone on the planet has experienced this, where we're doing what we think we should do, but we know that it's not the right thing for us. I started businesses and been involved in businesses and relationships and in groups that I thought were the right thing to do, but that didn't feel right to me for whatever reason, and for a lot of different reasons. Usually it was a values match, or it just wasn't what I needed at the time. And so I learned that over trial and error and lots of experiences. And I hate to admit it, but it probably wasn't even until I was in my 50s that I really embraced this. And I don't want you to have to wait till you're 50 or 60 to figure this out. And the truth is, you are your greatest resource. You, absolutely you. Everything you need to create anything you want in this lifetime is already inside you, because it's not about having the resources already to create and get what we want. If that were the truth, then everybody would already have what they want. It's learning how to take what's in you. Your ideas are a resource. Your thoughts, your beliefs, your feelings, your experiences, your desires, your wants, your thinking, your skills, your abilities, your mindset, your accomplishments, everything you've ever done is been preparing you for what it is that you want to be, do, and have, and create in this lifetime. So it's already inside us. It's just a matter of letting it out. And it's, again, not about having the resources already, because if we did, then we'd be done. And we're never done. This life experience is all about who and what we're becoming as we go through this journey of life. But when you realize that everything you need is already inside you, and it's just a matter of being resourceful, not already having the resources. It's like the false belief that you have to have money to make money. You have to have some money to get started to do anything. That is the one belief that holds more people back from getting what they want than anything else. And it's absolutely positively not true. If you look at any successful business owner, chances are when they got started, unless they were born into wealth and money, and some people are, but it's a really, really small percentage, they had to get resourceful and figure out a way, normally, to use other people's money. One of the best lessons I learned in the real estate industry was the difference between assets and liabilities in terms of, and good debt and bad debt, right? There's so many false beliefs I've had over my lifetime about money and abundance and things. And I've literally spent decades breaking those false beliefs. And all you have to do to break a false belief is find somebody else who's done something that you want to do that had no resources to begin with either, right? I was on a call yesterday that was talking about that. And it was really powerful, because so many people, me included, when I first got started, I used to believe that I had to have money to make money. But I got over that belief pretty early on in my career, because I started my first business when I was 13. So I didn't have to have my own money to make money. I actually borrowed the little bit of money, the little bit of resources I needed initially from other people. I used other people's money. And so then different industries and different experiences just compounded the belief in that belief in me. But the vast majority of people I meet, and I hate to even say this, but including people that are really close to me, still believe you have to have money to make money. So resources are already inside us, okay? And we're going to test this today. We're going to do what I call a resource inventory for our action item. We're just going to grab a piece of paper or our computer, or even on your phone, you can make this list these days, of all of the resources you have. And you're probably not going to write down all of them, but you're going to start a big list. And the reason we're going to start a big list is because the next time we think that we don't have something that we need to get started in a project, in a relationship, in anything that we're interested in, we're going to look at that list, and I guarantee we're going to find that we have more resources on that will help us do the thing we want to do than we have ever imagined. So what are we going to do? We're going to just list off all of the resources that we have. If you are listening to me on the computer, you have a resource, right? If you have the access to the internet, if you have, for me, magnifying glasses are a really important resource. Pen and paper, my computer, my laptop, my Kindle, all the courses I've created, everything I've ever created, all the experiences I've ever had, my thoughts, my feelings, my beliefs, my core values, my morals, my preferences, my likes and my dislikes. I don't know if dislikes are a resource because they can lead us to creating projects and things or getting involved with groups that help us eliminate things that we don't like in our lives. Skills, abilities, accomplishments, habits, rituals, routines, all of these things make up our resources, our ideas, our goals, our dreams, our wants, our desires. All of these are already inside us and come from inside us. Just like motivation comes from within, and we could spend a whole day talking about motivation. I've talked about this a lot in corporate America and in different leadership positions that I've held, the importance of motivation and all these things, and in corporate America especially, all these things we try to do to motivate people, and they're sort of like putting Band-Aids on a big wound, right? Or on an amputation. They really don't do the job, because we have to understand that things like motivation and desires come from within the individual. And so we have to figure out how to help them tap into that, not think that we're going to do something or reward them in some way and that's going to motivate them. Yet, all through industries, all through businesses and life, we see people using rewards, the carrot and the stick, and punishment to get people to do what they want. And they think that that's motivation, but it's really not. It's just rewards and punishment for things. So today, I want you to think about all the resources you have at your disposal. And if you're thinking, I don't have $1 million to start my $1 million business, how do I get $1 million? That's the key. How do I be resourceful? Who has $1 million that might invest in my idea or invest in me or invest in my business? Who has the resources I might be able to borrow, or it's really big in the internet marketing world to borrow other people's audiences. And that just means you go on their podcast and you speak to them, or you go on their stage and you speak to a group of people that might be interested in the thing that you do. It's a great way to share information. It's a great way to have a positive impact on the world. So that's it. Love to know your take on this. Share one resource that you discover that you have in you already, or that you have in your, I like to keep a file of these, or I actually have a whole notebook. I actually have a whole notebook of things that I consider resources that I can tap into whenever I want to do something maybe that I've never done before, or something that I'm curious about. Maybe I want to start a new business, or maybe I want to get involved in a relationship, or maybe I want to join an organization and I feel like, oh, maybe I'm not ready, maybe it's not the right time, or I'm making excuses. I'll look at my resource list and I'll say, well, is there anything similar to this that I've done in the past? Well, heck yeah, I've joined a lot of new programs, a lot of new organizations. I've been involved with a lot of different people in my life. I'm pretty sure I can pull this off, and I don't have to do anything but bring me and my experiences and just myself, be yourself, to figure out how I can fit in and benefit this particular group or organization, etc. All right, have an awesome day. If I can help you in any way, ask. Otherwise, I will think of my greatest resource, or a resource, not my greatest resource. You are your greatest resource always. You are your biggest asset always. But beyond that, as I go through my list and update my list today of things, I'll share one thing that surprises me, or that I didn't consider a resource, but that it actually is if I think about it. Asking you to do the same. Be with you tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye.